Well, in this guide, we are setting up the Europro MixPro 28 continuous mixing machine. We will walk you through the hose fittings, stator seal lubrication, rotor shaft installation, and how to calibrate your water flow rate.
Been doing AP thinking that was the easier one.
They're all the same. Actually, it doesn't matter whether it's this, the teasing machine, anything. In theory, cleaning is the most important part. Setup is the most important part. When they're spraying, they're spraying.
Yeah.
So as long as you're not leaving it baking in the sun and stuff like that, that is as.
Try not to leave it out.
So, alright, let's pop this together and then we'll chuck some water in it. So, and you just run a bit of water through it just to show you it as well. So we don't need to run any water through it, but we can run some water through it. We might need to adjust that slightly. So I've just noticed I managed to put a hose clip in there the other day. Right, tight. So you've seen all the other floor fittings that you've got.
Yeah.
So obviously normally you just put them on, twist them, and then that's it. These ones you put them on, twist it, and just wind that collar, and it winds that seal out. Yeah, so it locks it on. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that means you can come down, go on there, rotate that round, and then just gently. You only need to do that. That's it. So that's only as tight as my finger and my thumb. And that just locks it on. It means it can't fall off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's just to bring the two seals together, and then obviously to release it, just wind it back again, give it a twist, and then like I say that. So that bit moves
Yes.
around, so it's easier to fit on. They're a lot easier to fit. Yes. What was on there? Paul Morris. Just type Paul Morrison. Type in Paul Morrison. It should be good.
Okay, got you out.
So let's take that off the top. Take that off the top. So the spanners there. Get rid of those. Put these back on. Take that off there. So it comes with a can of silicone spray. Yeah. Silicone spray, fairy liquid. That is silicone spray or basically soap. No oils, no grease. No standard WD-40 to wind them together because that'll affect your rubber. Anything that affects rubber is a no-no. Silicone spray or, like I say, even if you're on a site somewhere and you've forgotten everything, just go in the toilet and get some hand soap. Just something to act as a bit of a lubricant to go on there. You're going to put it in and then you're going to use it. So it won't hurt, even like I say, if it's not quite the right thing, but it will be fine.
Silicone's the best stuff.
Silicone spray's the best stuff. We sell, obviously, we don't sell the Euromare range, we sell the Everbuild one. Toolstation Screwfix, they'll sell the WD-40 silicone spray now, so they now do their own silicone based one as well. They never used to, but they do now. As long as it's silicone spray, it's absolutely fine. Or like I say, fairy liquid, which we have shares in from a little, but there is absolutely. Right, so you're going to arrive to site. First thing you've got to do is obviously put this in. Yeah, whether you're doing your wet products or whether you're doing your powder products. Yeah. You're going to pop it open. If this is unplugged, the machine is dead. So it's a safety feature. Hence the arm there. You can't open that unless this is off. If you then take that off, the machine doesn't work. So no electronic safeties, no nothing to cause you any problems. It is just open and closed. Handle down. Tip that over. So,
Yeah.
that off of that. That on off of that. Obviously, this does get easier as it wears out as well, and it also does get easier. It's got a bit of soap in there, but arm straight down into the bottom there, and then you just start to screw it in. So, you want to screw it in, or do you want me to screw it in? Yeah, so reach right in. You have to, unfortunately, go pretty much like right up to your armpit. But just locate it, and then you start screwing it in. You need to give it a bit of a push, and then you'll feel it sort of lock about halfway. You can't turn it anymore by hand.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So then you know you started. That's that.
There we go.
Mixing shaft goes in. So this is the bit where everyone scratches their machine because it's a nice new machine. Then you've got a mixing shaft to wind it in. There's got a nice horrible pigtail on it, but don't scratch anything. So all we've got to do is make sure we get that located. Yeah, so that goes straight down and into that centre point.
Centre, there we go. Righty tighty.
And might be able to do some more just like that, look. See, that's where the silicone spray, if you didn't have any of that on there, that would seem really tight. And then you've got your T-handle. So this is great for me to see. Obviously, I've been dealing with T-handles for about 10 years. So I know how they wobble and everything like that. So it's fine for me. You can't wind it down too far because there's a nipple in the bottom. So you can go as far as you can go down. I think that looks about it because it's not going any lower. So that's as far as it is.
Oh, okay.
That's all the way in.
Okay.
Take that off of there.
Oh, okay, so it just keeps going, it's just spinning round and
That's
round.
it, it'll just go round and round because it'll hit the bottom, and that's exactly how it works. It gets in there and does that. So this one, locate that in position. This is where you're going to pinch your fingers if you're not as careful as you can be. So bring it over, just lift it up slightly so you notice it goes, that's got tapered. Yeah, so obviously it has got a receiving cone. So you've just got to get it into that point. And then if it doesn't go in quite first time, are we out of line? Just bring it up. There we go.
Slightly.
Only takes a few millimeters to get it slightly off. So that's as tight as you'd ever want that. Like I say, you shouldn't be get it to go up, it should just be a push.
Okay.
So otherwise you're going to slip off, you're going to cut your knuckles, you're going to So ground plug goes back on this side. As you can see, it's located by these two lovely clips. Yeah. Like I say, you'll get to sight, and when you get used to this, it becomes minutes. I can have a machine. You can either leave it in there or leave it somewhere else. It will rattle whilst you're using the machine in there.
That'll be somewhere else then.
I take them out just because otherwise you've got to listen to it. Power supply stated. If you're using it obviously for a long period of time, please don't leave the cable all coiled up.
Oh yeah.
The cables aren't designed to be left all coiled up. It doesn't do them any good. Then back in there, that's switched on. So that goes around your other side to your water system.
Oh yeah, well sorted. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't need to twist it in, just leave it.
No, just literally open that flap up, slide it on, that's it. Some people lock them on, I don't, I just leave them as they are. So that is your power supply, and obviously your machine set there. We've only got, that's your on button, that is your off button. So even though it's an emergency stop button as well, when you press this button, that should light up.
Oh, yes.
If it doesn't light up, we've got no power coming to the machine, or give it a second and it will fade out. Just it takes a little while to decharge, and then that's obviously off. So if you then press it, you've got nothing at all. So twist to release, as you see, is just twist with your finger and your thumb again. Don't pull it or yank on it, and then power on.
Excellent. Okay.
So I don't want to run you through the dry system today and then confuse things. But I'll explain what I can, and then we'll just go for what you need to use to say if you're just going to go to site and just pump with it to start with, great. If not, then
we were going to try and use dry today, weren't we?
Yeah.
We're going to go for it just because we've seen the videos a bit, so I feel like we've done
that's fine.
done our homework.
Right. Okay.
But also you telling us sort of reinforce what we've learned.
Let's do it. Yeah, let's just go for the wet system. Okay. Right. If you're going to pour products in here, yeah, you have two of these on there, two blanking caps.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's to stop you. You do not have this connected when you're got wet products in there, because otherwise that wet product will fill that pipe up and that will destroy that water heater. Yeah. Same again when you're washing out the machine at the end of the day. If you're spraying water in here and it's a bit full up, you should always have it in go pumping so that there's water coming through there, or have that disconnected.
So. Oh, okay. So
always have this either disconnected if you're washing out and you're squirting a hose pipe in here, you make sure you've got water in there.
yeah.
But if the machine's turning to wash it out, that means there's water going through there, that's fine. It just stops any product flowing back up this pipe. If you ever see product in this pipe, get it angled down and get some water going through it with the prime setting. But it's not going to happen. Right, so you've got two blankers, but you're not going to use that, you're going to go for it. So we'll do it.
So, yeah, so I'll let you. I was just wondering I couldn't remember what the bottom blanket was.
Bottom blanker, leave it on there, don't use it. It's different products that we don't use in the UK.
Oh, okay.
Out in Europe, you see they spray stuff on the walls, it looks really wet, and it literally looks like clay. It's because it is literally clay with water added to it. So it doesn't need any mixing time. If you go onto that one, our products don't mix quick enough. So just, yeah, top one only basically, that's all you use it for.
Okay.
Bottom one will block up, so you can either let it block up with a bit of product, or you can just clean it out and it just falls clean. It's one of those.
Oh, okay.
Most of them come here and they're blocked on.
Oh, okay. So I'll just leave that then.
At this stage then, because you're going to do it in water,
Yeah.
I'm not going to connect with water just because I want to fill up the water. But you fill your water butt up.
Yeah. Lovely valve.
That one goes on the bottom.
Yeah.
That one goes on the top, obviously while it's filling up.
Okay, yeah.
You can then disconnect that, you bring that down.
And obviously you connect on at this point now, so at this stage now, this is when you're connecting your water on. Yeah, you'll tighten that off, you'll open that tap and a bit of water will squirt out of there, okay?
Yeah. Then that's bleeding the system.
And then you do your full prime on your bling. So what I'm going to do is we'll pretend we've just connected this on there. Take this off. So this is the equivalent of your hose, but when you're bringing it down, it'll start squirting everywhere.
Yeah.
So pop that on there. Pop that on there. So
Oh, I hear it.
I've got to tighten that drain valve under. There's a little drain valve if you look through from the other side. Oh, see that little squirting water system?
Oh, yes.
So yours will dribble through. But again, it's just that's it, it's tight.
Do you want to bleed that every time? Do you want to open it up
So
it comes
it's
out?
not necessarily you'll drain that every day. So you'll drain that at the end of the day when you're finished with it.
Okay.
So connect your water on, come round, and this is when you then start setting all your water system up. So you're going to do dry material. Okay. Yep, that is your only other difference is if you've got that there on wet products where you mix it and pour it in yourself, you don't need any water
There's
supply.
gonna be no
then.
water.
So dry product,
Okay.
so that stays there. Forget it after it then. Speed control,
I love the snare.
probably around, like I say, have it around the 8-9 mark, should be fine. You shouldn't need it up on 10, but 8 or 9 should be absolutely fine. So then we've connected our water supply the outside. This is set up and wash out. So this picture of a hand, so water, hand, means water, hand operated all the time. So we use this for set up and wash out. We keep it on this setting until we've got it coming out the gun. And then we go back to the automatic position.
Okay.
Yeah. And then the only other one on this switch is reverse. So hopefully
Same
again,
as the other one.
never going to need reverse hopefully, but yeah, so you hold it for reverse. But if we flick that, you should hear that noise. If you flick that and all you hear is a water pump stop. So you do that, you then open this tap, squirts a bit of water everywhere. Yeah. Obviously, you can have a bit more dignity, put your hand over and stuff like that, so it just squirts on the floor. And they come back to that. Why that? You want to ring it? Money light. That's one on top. Yeah, so we've got a top one there, yeah. 4110. Yeah, that's the contact number on the paper I've mentioned. Unless you want to find speed and not. That's that aspect. So you've got your water bled. Shut that valve as well. Otherwise, all it's going to. So basically, if you don't shut that valve,
Go everywhere.
water adds. Oh no, squirting water out there as well. So yeah, so we close that one as well. Now when we do this, you should be able to see you've got a water reading. So that's on 500 at the minute, which will be amply too high for you guys.
Yep.
So all I'm doing is righty tighty on the tap. It just brings it down. Yeah.
The tap controls the water.
The tap controls the water flow. It's very small adjustments to adjust the water slowly. Yeah.
I love the digital readout. That's brilliant.
Obviously, hopefully I've got enough water pressure through this hose pipe this morning. So there's 300.
Yeah.
Obviously a bit harder to see in the dark. If it flickers between 290, 300, yeah, or just switch out. If it's flickering 300, 310, 300, 310, you will struggle your utmost hardest to get it to stay bang on one set. So if it's going 290, 300 or 300, 310 and that's where you want it, then don't worry about it. As long as your product is fine coming out the gun, you can always drop it to the other setting. Trying to get them digital meters bang on is really, 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 really hard.
Okay.
It's a bit more easy once you've got some product in there because it will stabilise and it'll probably sit at 270 once you've got a little bit more back pressure. But to start with, it will be a little bit, so yeah, a little bit fluctuating. So, like I say, water on. prime it, set it to 300, say, because I think that's a good starting point for you to start with. Once you know what your product is, you can always start a little bit low. Okay? So that then goes on there. Again, these ones are just push and twist, and that locks that on.
Brilliant.
So obviously you're not going to use your machine yet, you're just making sure it works. And then go back with that plus button. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Sorry to interrupt.
Of course you can, go for it. We'll do that. Let him pause his record for a minute. It's going to end up 4 days long. I'll see why. I keep skipping my phone, innit? A small amount of water in there, but only a small amount. As you can see, there's just a bit of water in the bottom. It's just coming up to that silver bar in the bottom.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is just to test. So we never want to make anything in about half of this higher than water, definitely to start with, because we don't want it coming into the blue zone.
Okay.
The blue zone is a dry zone.
The cone from the cone.
Stick that there on the forklift, sir. Oh, sorry, that's all right.
So is that from a cone shape?
I guess I'm kind of that. Yeah, so the blue zone is a dry zone. Yeah, so we keep this dry.
Is that from the cone?
Yes. So from the bottom of the cone where it goes black, you see where it goes into
Oh, I
this part
see.
here?
Oh, I see the black. Yeah, I'm with you.
Anything above that black is a dry zone, basically. So that's where your powder falls in and just drops into here. So we just put a little bit of water in just to above that silver shaft,
Okay.
and that's enough. All we're going to then do is test that it works before we do anything in the morning, because we just want to know it works before we actually do a set and sort of spray.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Colin, if you need a name.
Just take a picture.
Yeah, that's fine. Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, so you put a bit of water in. You've got your water pump still on that really annoying sound. That's why you get through this process generally pretty quick. And now you do is you flick it to on. So you just go on. Wait, 1, 2, 3. Go. Right. You're then happy it's working. So you come back to stop. You go, right, well, my machine's working. I'm fine with that. We then bring our water back up. So we look in and we can see our silver shaft.
Oh yeah.
Just until it gets to that point there. Yeah.
Okay.
At this stage now, we'll have our pipe on the front. So we'll have that connected and into a bucket.
Yeah.
We would have rolled these out already this morning, so they'll be laid out around the garden, around the house. We'll have this on the front here, because sometimes you don't want to pump this on the floor in the morning.
Yeah, really.
You'll have that on there. You'll have your bag sat on here, so you'll put a bag on. A little bit of dust will have sprinkled in, but nothing major, just so it's just sort of started cutting. So you put that on there. You then go again. Stand back up, because it gives you that delay. As soon as it starts turning, start putting your bag in. You haven't got to cram it, but just bring it in confident. You then start spitting out something out there that will look a bit messy and a bit fluffy. You go, right, I need to bring it down now. You can bring it down slowly, bit by bit, and until you're happy with what's coming out, just slowly give it a few seconds to settle, and then stop.
So that roughly takes what? How long does it bag? Is it because
It will eat through a bag quite quickly, but if
I did see on the
what
video.
you sprayed today,
OCOR.
OCR, Weber.
No, sorry, it's similar.
A similar product.
It's actually a little bit lighter.
Okay.
But it's thicker.
Yep. Okay.
That doesn't make sense. It's lighter, but it's going on thick, so it's
Yeah.
designed to go over pebble dash.
Yeah.
Very similar to OCR.
So
Very similar.
I've started you at 300. I reckon you'll be, and this is off the top of my head if I am correct, you'll probably be around a sort of 220, say 230, 240. That's still a bit wet, but the first time you use it, you might do a couple of bags. But if you don't pump the watery bit that comes in first, the really water bit, I'll test. And what you then pump into that bucket, you can put on by hand somewhere. If you
Oh,
so
yeah.
you don't waste it the first time you use it. The first things first is getting it through when it's a new product. If you then spray today, and you find that 230 was exactly the right amount of water for it, tomorrow, write it on the side of the machine in black marker pen, write it in a diary, WhatsApp group, machine water settings for products, and just put them in that group. So that you've then got, when you've done a K-Rend, when you've done a Weber, when you've done a Baumit, when you've done an Eco-Rend, when you've done that, you'll have them specific products. So you then know, right, it's 230. You'll always start higher, first thing. So you'll set it to 250. You get your bag on at 250, you start the machine, you get your bag in, you bend straight down, 230, count to about 10, you get about a football's worth of gear in the bucket, and you go, yeah, I'm happy with that. Okay, yeah, stop. And then you go again. I never write them down. I'm my worst own devil. If I wrote them down, I'd have a big list down the wall with different products, and I'd know exactly what it'd be. But I should really. But yeah, so I'm going to feel you're going to come down to about 230, sort of roughly. It will seem wetter than you would hand apply.
Oh, it does.
But,
yeah, the other machine
but
does. Yeah.
But you're not going to hand apply. You're not going to apply 1 square metre and then be working with it. You're going to spray 10, 12, if not more before you even touch anything. So just make sure you make it wet, especially with what's going to happen in this video. Other than that, hose goes on. Make sure, like say, you put a bit of water through your pipe, or a bit of hose primer or something like that. Bit of water down your pipe, connect that on, bring it through your hose again. Just bump on, goes, it'll come through. Make sure at this stage you then obviously keeping an eye that you keep the powder above this point here. Yeah, we never want it running below that funnel point there, because otherwise we're not getting enough product dropping in.
Okay.
And you then might think, hold on, it's gone a bit funny. If it runs out, we have to stop, give a little squirt of water like we did up a little bit in the bottom, just to that sort of silver shaft, and then put the bag on, start the machine up, split it in, and you can send it through the pipe. You know the water level will be okay.
Yes.
But you'll have this horrible slushy stuff spray out first, and then it will come back to the pipe, and it'll take a long time.
So that's actually might have, that's possible.
Yeah,
It's to run out, possibly.
Yeah, it's the harder thing. But once you're going and you're up on the wall and you're spraying, like I say, you can load it right up.
How many, what do you reckon, 2-3 bags at a time in here?
It takes a 5, I believe, in total.
Bags.
But if you just want to keep it topped up to 3,
Okay.
yeah,
That's
and if
impressive.
you've stopped on the gun and you need to run up something or something like that, you can just leave it down to 2. As long as it's back down for when you start. Every time you open the gun, you want someone near the machine.
Yeah.
They look at the water level. Oh yeah, it's still at 230. They walk over, they look in the water butt, they go, yeah, that's still filling up with water. No one's turning it off. That's an integer, and you know you're safe to carry on spraying, sort of thing. And then he's just got to keep it filled up. If his phone rings, unfortunately, he's got to stand there like this. Because if you walk off and go to the toilet and it runs out, it's the worst thing ever.
Okay.
So, yeah. Product through then, out your pipe. End of the day, try not to, if you're doing down one gable and that's your aim for the day, when you're coming to nearer the bottom, obviously keep an eye on the shot. We want it getting down to sort of this level, if not less, when you're coming to near the finish.
Oh, I see.
Because obviously you don't want loads of waste.
Yeah.
Yeah. It will build up in the back there slightly. So as long as you heat whoever's on the machine, if it's yourself, and you're here and you know he's only got 2 square metres left on the wall, just keep your eye on it. If it's getting down to that level, shout. I'm running a bit low. There'll be a build up in the back here. Give it a bit of an extra shake, even though the vibrator, it does build in the back here. Give it a bit of a shake, because you've still got 15 metres of hose, which is about a bag.
Oh, okay.
That's another square metre on the wall. So even if it does run out just as you're that should be enough. Okay?
15 metres of hose is about a square metre.
About a bag's worth.
Good to know.
So you're going to have that left. And then, yeah, so you've done your spraying, go stop. And then at the end of the day, open it up, let it flow. The only thing I say to people is when they then come to the point where they're just flowing the machine out, so you're just spraying out what's got left in the pipe, if it's going in the skip or in the bin, just come down and just turn the water back up. Just turn it up to say 400.
Because then you can flush it out.
Yeah, when you've got powder and water going in together, that's enough for the rotor and stator. If I fire it up now and someone just lifts the end of that pipe, and we're on. The rotor at 270, you know, when it comes out, it's a bit cocky and spluttering. So there's not enough water going to feed that rotor and stator.
So
because
crank it up to 400
to clean 400 just to try and keep enough water going in there basically. At that stage, once it's out the gun, you can then decide, right, we can wash out through this. So you can disconnect your pipe from that point, put your cleaning device in, round to that side, you put that lovely annoying water pump back on, connect it on there and open the tap, and that'll push it all through. Then you've just got that short pipe to worry about. Which, like I say, you can have it running. At this point, you've got 20 bags worth of water in your butt. Disconnect your hose pipe from there,
The thing with a good quick connect is you can put obviously a quick connect gun on it then, onto the standard hose pipe. You can start hosing down in here because it's the end of the day.
Got a little battery in there and maybe pressure washer as
Oh,
well.
you've got a little bit, yeah.
That
Fantastic.
Scooting under that'll work. Chuck
That,
that in
just
there.
chuck that in there and jet wash away in there, yeah, that'll be fantastic. Just makes it even easier.
Yeah, exactly. Whatever we can do to make it.
A blower, if you've got one of the blowers. Have you got one as well?
Got one free. It came free with a. So I bought a pressure washer a while back, but it
Yeah.
broke on me.
Right,
So I bought a replacement body,
yes.
and it came with a free brush.
Perfect.
So
Because that you will have dust along here. Depending on how gentle you are with putting your bags in, you'll have dust on the machine. If you blow that dust off first, you're not going to turn it into product.
yeah,
Because that is one thing. Once you add water to it with your little jet wash, it turns into product. It's harder to get off. If you blow most of it off first and then wash the machine down and then wash it down again, it will stay looking lovely.
it's like I knew.
Yeah.
Um,
It was fate.
so yeah, that is the spray procedure up till, like I say, you've finished. Then, like I say, you just put it in pump on about 400. It will take a little while to get this water down, but you can obviously just give it a little blast, wait, give it a blast, wait, give it a blast until you're getting this flowing through clean. And then it is hose off, open, mixing shaft out, grab your little jet wash, give that a clean. You're not even going to need that wire brush. I'm quite jealous. Wind your rotor and stator out, wind your rotor out.
Okay, yeah, same.
Give that a wash, put a bit of silicone spray on it to stop it going rusty. It is carbon steel, so once you then leave that, it will rust up a bit.
Okay.
Don't worry, as soon as you put that quarter of a bag through to do your test pipe, that rust will be off of that.
Oh, okay.
So you won't get any brown funny lines across your nice white wall or anything like that. It will quickly clean it off.
Okay.
Because when you take it out, it will be polished silver again, because that's what they do. So yeah, shaft out, rotor out, and then just clean. As much as you want to clean up inside there, as much as you want to clean down in here. Everything, in theory, can get wet on the machine, including the motor, everything like that. So it doesn't hurt to get the jet wash and give it a jet wash off. Yeah, or if it's raining. I advise people, don't physically, if you've got, like, say, your jet wash, you don't come down to your switches and jet wash them from here. You just give them a blast from a distance. Soft brush over the top. Yeah, we use a brush. I use a brush a lot of the time, and I'll brush it with some water and then just rinse it off. Same as the main metal box itself, it is water.
Yeah.
The only thing that I don't like about all of this system is obviously the European plug they use for the compressor. So all I do when I'm washing out, one, I don't have to listen to the compressor, then also just unplug it.
Yes.
And then it's quiet. Same again, everything can be rinsed, everything can be washed down. Yeah.
Brilliant. Oh, nice. And it, not really to do with, a little bit. You mentioned custom ramps. I wasn't sure I actually knew how much they were and if you had any stock.
We won't have them in stock. I can certainly borrow it to you.
I've got